Gage responded. He said, "Wait, what?" Remy said, "Yeah." She said Dove's own husband had called her, embarrassed and upset, and told her that Dove had cornered him in a hallway at their New Year's gathering and tried to kiss him. He'd pushed her away, and she'd played it off as being drunk. Remy said she'd kept it quiet because she didn't want to blow up the family. But Dove's 5-paragraph tantrum had removed any remaining reason to protect her. My mom called me an hour later. She was crying. Not the angry kind, the tired kind. She said she'd been making excuses for Dove for 15 years and she was exhausted. She said she knew what Dove was doing every single time and she chose peace over honesty because it was easier. She said watching Perry stand up to Dove at that dinner made her realize how much damage she'd caused by staying quiet. She said she was sorry. I told her I appreciated that, but the person she really owed an apology to was Gage. His relationship didn't have to end. His girlfriend didn't have to overhear Dove calling her ugly at Thanksgiving. That could have been prevented by any adult in the room. My mom went quiet and then said, "You're right." She called Gage that afternoon. I don't know exactly what she said, but Gage texted me later that night and said Mom actually apologized. Like a real apology, not the kind where she explains why it happened. He said it was the first time she'd ever taken full responsibility for enabling Dove. Dove, meanwhile, went nuclear. She called our aunt. She called our grandmother. She called 2 of our cousins and told them a version of events where Perry had verbally attacked her unprovoked at a birthday dinner, and the whole family just sat there and watched. She told our aunt that Perry had called her pathetic in front of the waiter. She told our cousin Bria that I had set the whole thing up to embarrass her because I was jealous of her looks. Every call was a different version. Every version made her smaller and everyone else crueler. Our aunt texted me saying she was concerned about Perry's behavior and that maybe I should reconsider the relationship. I didn't respond. Our grandmother called me the next day. She said Dove told her Perry screamed at her and called her names. I told her exactly what happened. I told her Perry asked a calm question at a normal volume and that Remy and Gage confirmed what everyone already knew. Our grandmother paused and then said that girl has been like this since she was 4 years old. She said Dove used to throw tantrums at family picnics whenever another child got more attention. She said some things you don't grow out of. You just learn to dress them up. Even our grandmother knew. Everyone knew. The difference now was that someone had actually said it out loud in a room full of people, and nobody had rushed to cover it up. Dove didn't speak to any of us for 3 weeks. The silence was strange. For my entire life, Dove had been the loudest presence in every room, every text chain, every holiday. Without her constant commentary and positioning, the family group chat went quiet for the first time in years, and instead of feeling empty, it felt like someone had finally turned off an alarm that had been ringing so long we'd stopped noticing it. During those 3 weeks, something unexpected happened. Gage reached out to his ex-girlfriend. Her name was Lennox. They'd dated for almost 2 years before the Thanksgiving incident and the slow erosion that followed. Lennox was warm and funny, and she genuinely loved our family before Dove made it impossible. I remembered the last time I saw Lennox at a family event. She'd been quiet the whole night and left early. Gage walked her to the car, and when he came back inside, he looked like someone had pulled something out of him that he couldn't name. They broke up 3 weeks later. Gage told Lennox what had happened at the birthday dinner. He told her about Perry standing up to Dove and the family finally acknowledging the pattern. He told her he was sorry for not protecting her when they were together. He said he should have spoken up at Thanksgiving. He said he should have told his mother to stop enabling Dove years ago. He said he chose family peace over her feelings, and he'd regretted it every day since. Lennox apparently listened for a long time, and then said, "I always wondered if your family would ever see it." Gage said she didn't agree to get back together. She said she needed time to think about whether she could trust the situation, but they started talking again. Texting first, then a phone call that lasted 3 hours, then coffee on a Saturday morning. It was slow and careful, and I stayed out of it, but Remy told me Gage smiled